Yeah. Come on in, come on in. Mo Weenie. What's up? What's good? What's poppin'? What's cracking? Percolate? What's really in the hood? It is your man Theo Butler, and I got, I got my, I got my. We doing something today. We doing something today. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about today. We got a lot to talk about today. And I want to thank y'all because y'all the ones that gave me y'all said, hey, we got questions. Y'all, Rock, Eve Ewing, Black Panther. I know what y'all tuned in for. What's going on, Big Ronnie? What's going on, Big Ronnie? I know what y'all tuning in for. Y'all come to see what I got to say upon further review when it comes to Black Panther. And that's fair. But we got more than that to talk about, though. We got more than that to talk about. We got some interesting topics to talk about. First of all, let me get this out of the way. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Nobody ever said it was going to be easy, but it is worth it and everything like that. So you're a father, you making it do what it do and everything like that. I salute to you, my hat's off to you and everything like that. This your day. I know social media ain't acting like it. And when social media, I mean Facebook. Why we can't get nothing from Facebook on Father's Day? Like, that's been a running joke for like, what, over 10 years now about how we don't get acknowledged on Facebook, and it never changes. Like, I don't understand what's going on, but I ain't gonna hold y'all too long today because I really want you to enjoy your Father's Day. So I'm gonna get this thing started off. What's going on, D. Steezel? My moderator in the building. The Rock With Me Nation's moderator. What's going on? Yeah, we throwing flags on the plate. Yeah. Upon further review, I want to take a look at some stuff. We're going to start this show off with a topic that y'all like, wait a minute, I saw it, but I don't know how you finna do it. Yeah, we're going to talk about it. The relationship between Miles Morales and Lamar Hoskins. Upon further review, I want to take a look at it. And shout out, what's going on, Diabolical Nerd? What's going on? First of all, let's take a moment. Diabolical Nerd, he's here and everything like that. And brother, if you don't mind, I want to say my condolences, send my condolences from the Rock With Me Nation out to your family and everything like that. I do know that you're dealing with a loss, and this has to be a difficult time for you. So for you to even be rocking with me today, thank you, and everything like that. I really do, and I understand. So there. In regards to Miles Morales and Lamar Hoskins, we got into the Spider-Verse. We got into the Spider-Verse. And Kazuko Slevin is probably going to be a name you hear me use a lot today, just because I like when he says something about cognitive dissonance. And I don't know if people understand what cognitive dissonance is, but I'm going to break it down for you. You know how we like to say in our community and our culture, if you know better, you do better. If you know better, you do better. Well, cognitive dissonance is you knowing better and you like, F it, I'm going to do what's comfortable. I'm not going to do better. I'm going to do comfortable. So I'm like, okay, we got Miles Morales. A lot of things to be said about Miles Morales, the character, whether you like the character or whether you don't like the character. There are things to be said about Miles Morales that are true. And you never stop to think about sometimes the reason why you don't like something, you don't even know why. You just know you don't like it. It don't make sense to you. As my brother D Real like to say, make it make sense. Well, just recently, Miles Morales' father, Jefferson Davis, don't know who thought that was a great idea. Yes, I do. I do know who thought that was a great idea. Jefferson Davis just recently took his wife's surname and changed his name from Jefferson Davis to Jeff Morales. He did. And it's a lot of people in their feelings one way or the other. And I'm not here to say you don't have a right to be in your feelings. I'm not here to say you should be or shouldn't be in your feelings. I just know where the problem started. I just know where the problem started. And if we were to go back to that problem, the root of the problem, and start there, we might be able to resolve this. But as long as we want to keep making conversations, discussions about stuff after the fact, we're never gonna get this damn thing right. So I said, Theo, why don't you go back to the character's origin point and see if you can dissect what the problem is upon further review? That's what I said. That's what I said. That's what I said. And I found that Miles's problem is awfully similar to the problem that Lamar Hoskins was having. Miles just does not have what Lamar Hoskins had. Y'all like that? Yo, I can't believe the Miles Morales comment just did that. That is not how that goes at all. But we're going to touch on something else. If you're a superhero fan, there's a difference between being a comic book fan and a superhero fan, and I'm starting to see it. I didn't know that you have movie stands, superhero fans, and comic book fans. I just thought it was movie stands and comic book fans, but no, there's another demographic in there that needs to be addressed, needs to be acknowledged. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's another demographic in there, and we're gonna talk about it, Ronnie. Oh, we're gonna talk about it. Let me make sure I keep up with these notes. Yeah. Diabolical, thank you. I really appreciate that. Definitely has been extremely difficult for me coming in here with y'all. Is like fellowship for me. I'm thankful for you and the rest of the Rock With Me Nation. Man, we thankful for you. I'm thankful for all the conversations that you had with me off social media and everything like that. Those conversations have been meaningful, regardless of what it is, whatever it is we talk about. Those conversations are meaningful, and I think as men, especially as African American men, we underestimate, we undervalue the good conversation from another brother. You can't do anything but grow from it. So I thank you for those conversations. So there you have it. There you have it. But back to Miles's relationship, his origin story. I went and I looked at Miles's parents. I know y'all like Theo. You went and looked at his parents. Yeah, because I wanted to see what was going on with Miles. Now, when I say Miles's parents, I'm not talking about his parents in the comic books. No. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about the people that gave birth to the character, Miles Morales. I'm not talking about fictional characters. No, I'm talking about people that live and breathe air just like you and I do. And I found something interesting. No different than what I found about Lamar Hoskins. What's going on, connoisseurs? What's going on? What's going on? So this is what I found about Miles Morales. Miles Morales' parents, and Mr. Ray Smith is gonna love this because he don't like this dude at all. Yep, Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli. Those are Miles's parents. Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli. Now, what's interesting about Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli? Neither one is of the ethnicity, nor the race, if you want to use that word, nor from the culture as the character that they created. It's no different than when this was funny to me. It was no different than when Mark Grunwald and Paul Neary created Lamar Hoskins back in the day. Neither one of them two gentlemen, those are his parents, neither one of those two gentlemen are from the ethnicity, race, if you want to use that, culture of the character that they created. And yes, that matters. That matters. Y'all be like, Theo, here you go again. No. See, you can be well-intentioned all day, but that would be no different than if I created a character that was not of the ethnicity, that was not of the ethnicity, race, culture, gender identification, sexual orientation as myself. there are going to be some opportunities left there on the table if I don't get that right. And because I'm not that, the opportunities to get that wrong more than get it right, they right there. She can be a great comic artist. Like, you notice how I said I could have the best intentions and still manage to get that wrong because I'm not from that race. I'm not from that culture. I'm not from that ethnic group. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm not getting any feedback whatsoever. I'm not getting none of that. I'm subject to get that one wrong. And if I get it wrong, it's not for me to say you did that intentionally. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying upon further review, I see how you got that one wrong. I don't believe that Mark Grunwald and Paul Neary wanted to get Lamar Hoskins wrong when they said that, hey, it's a great idea. He should be the next Bucky. Say what? he should be the next Bucky. They actually got that through. Like, that idea, best intentions. They actually got that through. Editor-in-chief, yeah, they got it approved. It was somebody that looked like us and didn't just look like us. That's what matters. It was somebody from our ethnicity, our race, if you want to use that, our culture. Somebody in the office said, hell no, hell no, hell no. We're not doing that. What's wrong with y'all? What's wrong with y'all? Yeah, she's from Italy. Watch this. I got that from her name. That's an Italian name. Did not know she was still from Italy, that she was living in Italy, but her name is Italian. That say a lot right there, because Miles is not Italian. he ain't. He ain't. So I was like, no, flag on the play. So we had a brother from our culture. He didn't just look like us. No. He was from our culture, our race, our ethnic group. And he went in there and they said, no. You can't. That's not gonna go over well with who you want it to go over well with, because I'm from them. And I'm telling you, because it was some of us that was complaining, like, what the hell? And Paul Neary didn't know. I'm gonna say, yeah, Paul Neary didn't know. He did not know. He was ignorant. He didn't know. Okay. We got Brian Michael Bendis and Sarah Pacelli. They mean well. Hey, let's do this. I got a great idea. There was nobody in the room to give it another review. There was nobody in there to go into the review booth and say, no. First of all, his father's name is wrong off the rip. So you know there was none of us in the room when they had this great idea. There was nobody there was nobody in the room that while they thought about us. That it wasn't. We just wanted to make sure we got that out there. That's the problem right there. That's the problem. You go all the way back. And now we just gonna compound the problem. We're gonna make it even worse by saying this ain't a slight against nobody. It's not. I don't know too many brothers that's gonna take their wife's last name, whether they got children or not. I don't know too many brothers that's gonna take their wife's last name, and it ain't got nothing to do with them being named after a slave owner. It could be they just don't like their damn daddy. I don't know too many brothers gonna take their woman's last name. I just in day-to-day conversation. I know that I'm supposed to believe some stuff. I'm supposed to suspend belief. I get that. I understand that. Hell, I got a young brother that's crawling on walls, that can turn invisible, that can electrocute people. So I'm perfectly fine with suspended belief. I really am. I don't have a problem with it. I don't. But it's some stuff that just don't make no damn sense, regardless of what universe, what earth, what comic book company I'm with. It just don't make no, whether it's from a comic book company or independent, it just don't make no damn sense. And Marvel, that don't make no damn sense. It don't. It don't. But I'm gonna tell you what do make sense though. I'm gonna tell you what do make sense. We're gonna keep the party rolling and everything like that. Because I don't want people to think it's about that. Because I was looking at something today, and I want to. It's Father's Day and everything like that. We got a lot of veterans that are fathers and everything like that. So I want to. I think the artists who drew the Photon Mini are also from Italy, and I'm not mad at that. Like, man, listen, I believe do your thing, but sometimes we just need to chop it up with each other. Sometimes we need to just confide in each other. We need to have conversations with each other so we can get it right. Like that, I think that be the thing right there. Like we just not talking to one another, which is honestly to a degree what my next topic is about. We got that Father's Day live going. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, like I said, I don't believe they meant to get it wrong. I believe they meant to get it right. This happened from sheer ignorance to me upon further review. I believe this was ignorance based. I don't believe this was malicious. I don't. I don't believe what they were trying to do with Lamar Hoskins was malicious. I don't believe what's going on with Miles Morales is malicious. I just believe there's some ignorance there, a healthy amount of ignorance. And they don't want to consult with people. Or they're putting their trust in the wrong people. So hey, Marvel, this me saying. Now, there's another way to do this. Miles's father is a grown man, and grown men make bad decisions all the time. Upon further review, Miles's father could go back and say that he has a mother and his mom called him, because we haven't established that the grandparents aren't still alive. His mom could have called him and cussed him smooth the hell on out. That happens in the black community. And her cussing him the hell on out, he goes and he chooses her last name. Ain't nobody gonna question that in our community, our culture. That's not gonna look bad. That ain't gonna make Miles's daddy look bad. Actually, that's probably how that would have went. You changed your name to what? After I know damn good and well I didn't go through labor with your ass for 9 damn months because you got a problem with your daddy's last name. For you to take your wife's name, I know good. That's believable. Hey, I gave you an out. That's everybody understand. Every man that's a brother knows that's how that would go in the black community. Miles's character as a brother, because he's the brother. He know his mama gonna cuss him smooth the hell on out. He should actually be waiting on that phone call to come through at any day now. So that's your out. That's your out. I'm putting all shenanigans on BMD. On Brian Mike, did you put them all on him? Illustrators, especially new artists like Sarah, usually just does what the writer editor tells them. See, you gotta know, and knowing is half the battle. Y'all don't just be signing y'all name off on some stuff. Consult with somebody, holler at somebody. I believe, because from what I heard, people look at Italians like how they look at me. They kind of, but so we should be able to communicate with each other. I ain't saying, I'm just saying, like, upon further review. Upon further review, I'll be watching interesting videos when I ain't got nothing else to do. Research, if you will. And do you know who has the world's largest air force? Do you know who has the world's largest air force? So we talking about Miles again. I got questions. You can roll them on down. I'll be more than happy to address the Miles questions while we talking about this particular topic right here. Go ahead. The United States of America has the world's largest air force. Do you know who has the second largest air force? Go ahead, put the comments down. Yeah, I feel where you're coming from. Do you know who has the world's second largest air force? Go ahead, put the comments down there. I want just understand that America has the world's largest air force. Who do you think has the second largest air force? Who you think, who you know? Put it in the comment section. Yeah, we here for this today. We are here for this today. I'm here for it. I appreciate you rocking with me on Father's Day and everything like that. We got top chat. I don't want top chat. I want actual live chat. That's what I want. So I keep up with the notes like I'm supposed to and everything like that right there. So yeah, who you think got the second largest Air Force in the world? In the world. If you don't know, I'll go ahead and tell you. It's the United States Air Force. Just think about this for a second. The world's largest Air Force belongs to America. No, no, it's not Africa. It's the United States Air Force. The United States Air Force has the second largest Air Force. That's crazy. Why do I say that? Because as much as we want to talk about and everything about division, let's see. I believe we need to get the young brother who played Miles in the PS4 game in live action Miles Morales movie that Sony is still developing. Can he act? Because voice acting is one thing. I know you want to get him, but I just want to know, can he act first? Can he act first, and do he care about the role? Because I'm at this point now where I'm tired of just handing out roles to people that don't give a damn about the role. So that's my answer. That's my answer going forward about any actor playing the role of a superhero of color. If they don't care about the role, don't ask me. Find out if they care about the role. If they don't care about the role, I don't care about them playing the role. I just don't. He acted in the game, so that counts as acting. See, that's you comparing. Watch this. Hey, Kevin Feige. Hey, Kevin. That's like you comparing Chadwick Boseman to Tay Diggs. Hey, Kevin. It's not the same. It's not. You disparaging somebody. You disrespecting somebody. But anyway, so I said all that to say this. In America, we be at each other's throats for whatever reason. Skin complexion, religion, gender identity, sexual orientation. We literally be at each other's throats for all that. For all that. And do you not know, despite all of that, we are still, watch this, y'all gonna like it when I say this, the most technologically advanced nation on this planet? Like, you say what you want to, but me, I'm looking at everybody in this country that calls himself an American. Get your head out your ass. Like, every other country where they're able to stay within their own ethnic wise, culture wise, race wise, they not doing what we doing here. And you know how and why, by and large, we get to do what we doing here? Because we're pulling from one another. We're combining knowledge. We're doing stuff together. Regardless of who we are. In this country, we doing it together. And that's us not getting along with one another. Imagine if we say, you know what, let's just stop all the foolishness. Imagine if we started pulling for one another. Because, watch this. Oh, not Kevin. I can take the Njobu jab. Not Kevin. I just wanted to shock you. But watch this. When the Olympics come around, whether it be summer or winter, me. As I told my wife, yes, of course, I'm rooting for the USA track and field team. Hell yeah, especially the women. Hell yeah, I'm rooting for that all day. You damn right, I'm rooting for that. You think I ain't when I am? The men's basketball team. Hell yeah, I'm rooting for that. USA basketball. Hell yeah. But watch this. I'm rooting for the water polo team too. Would say, I'm rooting for the water polo team. I'm rooting for the USA men's and women's water polo team. I am, and I'm watching it. I'm watching that. I'm checking it out. I'm rooting for us. I'm pulling for us. I don't care who we going up against. The only time I don't give two damns about who we going up against is when I'm watching women's track and field. It's just me being shamefully honest right here. If the Jamaican women are in it and the USA women are in it, I really don't care who wins. It's still a win-win for me at the end of the damn day. I don't care. I'm just being honest with you. But now, but Tom Holland is an actor. Stay on task. Don't compare Tom Holland to a voice actor. Tom Holland has done both. Don't suggest to me that just because somebody has voice acted in a video game, they can act outside of that until you've seen them do that. Then they don't care. This me, because I don't give two damns about Tom Holland playing Peter Parker. He playing Peter Parker. But I'm talking about us playing actors that's supposed to be us. I'm seeing, and you have too, that they don't give a damn. So I don't want the actor that don't give a damn that can play the role. I'm greedy as hell. I want the actor that gives a damn about the role and can play the role, whether it's whether it's for a video game, whether it's for a damn cartoon, or whether it's for a movie, live action. That's the actor that I want playing our roles going forward. So we can move forward. Anyway, still too old. There you go. And that matters. That matters. That age matters, because we don't want these live action characters to just be around for 1 year. Hell, my brother ain't even played damn Blade yet, and he about to age up out the damn role. So no, we don't want that. Thank you, D. Steezel. Thank you for pointing that out. Thank you so much for pointing that out. But America, like, no. Like, in this country, come on now. Like, I get it. We might have issues with each other, but at the end of the day, we didn't accomplish some good stuff, some stuff over here coming together as one. And I just be one, because like I said, I root for the equestrian team. I watch the Olympics. I'm rooting for the equestrian team. I damn sure am. I'm rooting for the United States hockey team. I damn sure am. And low key, I like bobsledding. I'm rooting for the bobsled team too. So who you rooting for? And this is a rhetorical question. I'm not talking to the Rock Whippy Nation, because we already know that the Rock Whippy Nation is diverse and everything like that. We don't get caught up on stuff like that. But I'm looking at everybody else that do get caught up on some stuff. And I'm like, who you rooting for doing the Olympics? Because I know what I was doing when the USA men's hockey team beat the Russians. I was living in Bronx, New York, and I was cheering. Yeah, I was. I bought me that little hockey mask that the goalie had and everything. I think his name was Craig something or whatever. I don't understand, because I got questions. Like, if you that type of person, do you really, really want everybody to leave? Because I'm thinking football would be boring as hell. I don't know what you listening to. Ain't no more peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, because I got the peanut butter with me. I don't know what kind of shirts, what kind of clothing you got going to wear, because I'm taking the cotton with me. I don't know. Basketball ain't going to be as exciting as it is right now. It ain't. I'm taking all my dance moves with me, so I don't know. That go for the line dancing. Elvis Presley ain't gonna be Elvis Presley, because he got his style from Chuck Berry. So I don't know if you really, really want me to, like, can we all just get along and appreciate what we got going on in this big melting pot right here? Because I don't know too many other countries. They ain't doing it like we doing over here. Like, they trying to mimic what we got going on over here, but they not doing what we doing right here. Good God, give me a chance to play him then. Go playing. You 24. You better hurry up and get your behind over there. You 24. You're gonna be 25, if not this year, next year. And you need to go get in. You need to go get in Miles Morales shape. Go get in Miles Morales shape, because you what they would have called me back in the day as husky. So you got the Miles not that person. You and Miles ain't even geeked up like that. So you got to get Tom Holland fits. You can't even get Chris Pratt fit. You can't get Chris Hemsworth fit. No, you got to get Tom Holland. So you got it, man. I wish it, man. Listen, somebody from the Rock Whippy Nation playing Miles Morales, I support that. Yeah, make it do what it do. You got the whole Rock Whippy Nation. If you can do it, you can do it. Go on and do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Whatever it is. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Go on and do it. Do it. Do it till you're satisfied. Go on and do it. Go and do it. Who? If not you, who? Go, man. Go and do that daggone thing. Grand Madam in the building. Grand Madam in the building. Thank you so much, Grand Madam. Yeah, I just wanted to put that out there, because I don't be understanding. I know I talk and everything like that, but we really got some good stuff. Football. We got football coming up. In what other country would you be able to watch football? You getting geeked up for football. I know it's westernized. I know this. I know, but we fixing to enjoy some football. In what other country are you fixing to enjoy some football in? I I know we don't have nudity. I know we don't have it. But our women get to damn near wear whatever the hell they want. They can't do that in some countries. You don't like that? It's some stuff to be appreciated in this country. I, we gotta stop tripping. We like for real. I just need us to understand there's no other truer sentiment in this country than we in this thing together. Like, let's stop acting like that. Like, now I don't need to get killed off in one movie because they decided to kill me. I was laughing. But have that put in your contract. Sign a contract. Say, I ain't signing this. I don't do no one movie deals. I don't do that. I won't do that. But yeah, so I want to make sure we had that, man. Like for real, for real. And then stand on the Marvel bandwagon. Samuel L. Jackson. This just comes from newsbreak.com. My dog trying to figure out why he ain't never been in one Black Panther movie. Upon further review, why hadn't Samuel L. Jackson been in? He ain't been in one. Wakanda been on the map. How long? Iron Man 1? I think the closest I seen him and Wakanda was at Tony's funeral. Like, my dog he ain't been to Wakanda not one time. Not one. He ain't been we ain't seen him talk to T'Chaka. We ain't seen him talk to T'Challa. And even though we know he was alive and well when Njobu was in Compton or Oakland or wherever that was, he wasn't even around then. Like, Nick been around for a damn minute. I ain't seen what. Sam, upon further review, Sam, you got a fair question. Why haven't we seen you in Wakanda? Iron Man 2, actually, but who are we tripping about? Well, no, I don't think he was at the end of Iron Man 2. No, I really want to say that was Iron Man. Because Iron Man 2, he had already seen Nick. Talking about the end credit scene. We was talking about what was on the map and stuff like that though. Yeah. So that's a good question. Why hasn't he been to Wakanda? Had another savior in his place in the first movie. I thought it was a good question. Now, to Nick Fury, Lord, sorry to call that dude Nick Fury. To Samuel's credit and everything like that, he goes on to state in the article that as far as he was concerned, he would have liked to have been in every MCU movie for a part, you know what I'm saying? Just a part, because of the fact that he is Nick Fury and Nick Fury knows everything. And if Nick Fury knows everything, you honestly shouldn't be making no debuts in the MCU without Nick knowing about it, because that's what SHIELD is. They're an intelligence agency. So yeah, that made a lot of sense to me, but hey, I'm not writing it. Nick's been on the bench since wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That Age of Ultron, that's crazy. That's crazy. That is crazy. Because other than Age of Ultron, we saw him with Endgame, and then now we finna see him in Secret Invasion. Speaking of Secret Invasion, because I want to make sure I spin this right along and everything like that. So, like I said, I watch YouTube videos, and Comic Book Historian or Comics Explained, however you want to look at it, was talking about the issues with the Flash movie, a movie that I have not went to go see, that honestly I'm not in a hurry to go see, even though I know there are quite a few of my peers that have either went to go see it or excited about going to see it. And one of the things he talked about, we talked about more than one thing, but he talked about problems with the movie. The big one was CGI. He talked about how the CGI was bad, how the directors tried to make it seem like they knew the CGI was bad, and that was done on purpose for when Barry was in the Speed Force. But regardless of how they want to slice it, the CGI was bad. Then he talks about the story, how in and of itself, when you talk about Flashpoint, how this story basically stands alone. One of the things that made MCU movies so appealing early on, phase one, phase two, is all the movies were interconnected. It wasn't basically a one and done type of movie where the movie basically meant nothing to you. It wasn't going to connect to anything. That's a bad story. One of the things that I've been saying on this channel, Nick had contingency plans for all major scenarios. Facts. Shield hasn't been the same since Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Also facts. We're not tired of superhero movies. Trey Michael talks a lot about plot, how the movies aren't indicative of the storyline, the story arcs they're supposed to represent. And he's anal about it. He is. He's anal about it. Trey Michael has a YouTube channel where he talks comic books, he talks superheroes and everything like that. And you think I'm anal about representation and how it's supposed to come across on film. Trey is anal about it. Trey anal about it. People might want to give Trey a hard time, but he's not wrong. He told y'all off the rip, this movie wasn't going to do good, and he pointed out why. You can relate it to what comic book historian is talking about when he talks about the movie, the story, how it doesn't connect. Trey Michael would tell you this wasn't even a Flashpoint movie. Now, you will get this if I connected or draw comparisons between the Dark Phoenix movies that Marvel has tried to do. You know who is going to be movie stands or the X-Men. I'm going to go see it. Then you have another demographic that love the X-Men and don't care what the X-Men show up in. They're going to gobble it up. So they're going to be excited just because the X-Men are in it. You know who's not going to be excited about a movie featuring the X-Men and they're saying they're quoting the Dark Phoenix saga and word gets out that has nothing to do with the Dark Phoenix saga? It's going to be the comic book fan. The comic book fan is going to get mad. The comic book fan is going to be alienated. The comic book fan, where that? The comic book fan is going to throw a flag on the plane and say, to hell with it, I'm not going. Because they're a comic book fan. That's what that is. Don't call yourself movie company, whatever, quoting a story arc, and you not doing that story arc. We understand you got to make adaptations and everything like that. But don't screw with that story to the point where you piss off the comic book fan. The comic book fan is not going to F with it. Soon as you said this is a Flashpoint movie, you had comic book fans like myself who actually read that storyline, got the comic books from that storyline, and we sat up here like this. Where's Wonder Woman? Where's Aquaman? Where's Cyborg? Where's Thomas Wayne? Okay. No. Where's Hal Jordan? Yeah, we need a. Where's Captain Atom? Like, and there are no excuses on the table. Aside from updating that storyline, comic book fans are sitting there with a full expectation like this. Nope. Nope. Especially when there's a movie, an animated movie that already got that storyline right via animation. Comic book fans sitting there just like this. They don't care. Their favorite character could be the Flash. They sitting there just like this. And I'm not talking about those who felt alienated based on Ezra Miller's issues with the law. No. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about comic book fans. If a comic book fan knows a story arc and you plan on putting it on the big screen, you plan on putting it on the small screen, you plan on doing it live action, you plan on doing it animated, you better get it right. You better get it right. You don't get it right. Most of us suffered through that Fox Men era. Yeah, we did. Yeah. Comic and the animated film is superior. That's how it works. So watch this. I read the Dark Phoenix saga. I don't know what to tell you. I was in middle school and I read the Dark Phoenix saga. I did. Hurt me to my heart. I was like, damn. I love you, Gene. I love you too, Scott, with all my heart. I read that issue when Logan came through with the Hellfire Club and they thought they had him. And my boy came down and he murked everybody, did not care. Some of them cats had to turn into cyborg. My dog wanted all the smoke. I read that issue. It broke my heart. That double-sized issue when Scott and Jean were on the moon. That hurt. It did. So when Fox said they finna give us the Dark Phoenix saga, I'm like, okay. Now you done already screwed up the uniform. You got Logan standing 6 feet tall and everything like that. But what am I saying as a comic book fan? I can understand for modernization purposes. I can. But that Dark Phoenix saga the first time around was hot trash, and it was the second time around. These people that's making these trash comic book movies need to just make another genre for. I have same view for new rap hip hop. They need to change the name to something else. Even the 90s cartoon did the Phoenix saga justice. Facts. And you're a comic book fan. So you're relating what you saw in the comic books. And you just want to see it played out close as possible when they do it, whether it's animation, whether it's live action. When they did the first Iron Man movie, I was like, okay, comic book fan. I knew they had to update it. I knew they had to update it for political reasons. That's this Mr. Marvin. I'm going to have to talk to him later. I knew they had to update it for a whole plethora of reasons, and I was here for it. But what happened? Didn't Tony still get captured? Didn't Ying still help him with his suit? Didn't he still die? Didn't Tony still take on some terrorists? That's the story. That's the story. The Fox saga was following that Fox cartoon epic. Sure was. But that's the story. What happened with Captain America, the first adventure? And I was so concerned about that one because I was like, I don't know how y'all gonna get people interested in a period piece. But okay, didn't Cap take the super soldier serum? Okay. Didn't he fight the Red Skull? Yeah. Didn't he get a shield? Unbreakable shield? Didn't he and Bucky fight in the war together? Didn't Bucky die in that war? It was from a rocket. This was from a train. You updated it. Okay. But didn't Cap plane go down? And he was put in suspended animation? Yep. Okay. Ain't that what happened in the first movie? Yeah. Okay. It's a win-win. Let's go. Let's ride. What's going on, Miss Keita? What's going on? So as long as you give the comic book fan the Judas contract. Who saw the Judas contract? Teen Titan cartoon. Who read the Judas contract in the comic books? I know I did. They updated Tara's costume. We ain't talk about Slade Wilson's son. Well, we didn't necessarily need to for the Judas contract. Didn't Gar fall in love with Tara on both the cartoon and the movie? Wasn't he attracted to her? That's what happened in the cartoon. Didn't she low-key act like she was interested in him? The cartoon and the series? Yep, that's what happened. Well, that's what happened in the comic book. Wasn't she low-key in a relationship with Slade Wilson? Full-blown relationship in the comic. Like, golly, that was nasty. But ain't that what that was? That's what that was in the cartoon and in the movie, the animated movie. That's what it was in the comic book. Didn't she die? They got it right. You know what we getting over here? We got a whole movie called Flashpoint, and we doing everything else but. Who's surprised? Who's surprised? Trey Michael did another video. He talked about the problem with Black Adam and everything like that, and people didn't want to hear him. I'm sitting up here like this. I don't say certain stuff because I know I'm not gonna see it, and I just don't be wanting to deal with trolls. But Black Adam, I'm finna do this one to all the people that had a problem with the portrayal of Cleopatra. Why y'all ain't say nothing about the portrayal of Teth Adam? He a whole ass Egyptian. That was the damn Samoan playing him. Ain't nobody utter one word. Ain't nobody say nothing. But let's keep going about this. Who is Teth Adam? Who gives a damn about Black Adam? It's less people give a damn about Black Adam than give a damn about Shazam. Like, that ain't what that is. And then who did you put with him? Did JSA? This is when I see superhero fans were just glad that movie was coming out because it had superheroes in it. You know what comic book fans were saying? Comic book fans was like, Dr. Fate makes sense. Dr. Fate makes sense. He makes sense. Because you're doing the JSA, that makes sense. Hawkman makes sense. Hawkman makes sense. You talking JSA? That makes sense. Cyclone? You mean Ma Hunkle's granddaughter, not even her damn daughter. You know what would have made sense? If Ma Hunkle would have been a tornado in that damn movie, right? Or you just would have had the red tornado. But you didn't do that. Nobody gives a damn about Cyclone. Then you switched her race. Comic book fans sitting up there like, one, I don't like her like that. Two, that ain't even her. Okay, let's keep going. Atom Smasher. Really? Atom Smasher. Al Pratt. You got a Hispanic person named Al Pratt. You mean Al Pratt from Infinity Incorporated? That Al Pratt, who was Nucleon first? That's who you got on the JSA team? No, that don't make no sense. You know what would have made sense? If you just would have put the Atom on the team. But you didn't want to do that. You know what comic book fans sit there doing? So you race swap both Cyclone and Atom Smasher. For who? For what? I know some people like, well, they race swap Hawkman. I'm not necessarily. That's a whole different conversation because, as far as I'm concerned, Hawkman should have never been Caucasian in the first place. I said it. Let me catch up on these notes. Age of Ultron started this mess along with the infamous Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3, which nobody wants to follow up on. Tony still has the extremist virus in his armor. They are talking about right now Robert Downey Jr. reprising the role of Tony Stark. I can imagine why, because you really ain't done nothing since Iron Man. That Iron Man check was a loan check, guaranteed change, popular. Yeah, you might want to come back and get some of this change upon further review. Robert Downey Jr., you might want to come back and get some of this Marvel money. The fans want you back. Marvel wants you back. The MCU ain't right. We hear you be directed stuff low key behind the scenes. They might need you to get back in there and make it do what it do. So, but yeah, so the extremist virus is in the system. Comic book fans know that. Some people might have cried when Tony died. When Tony died, comic book fans were sitting back like this. Comic book fans ain't even tripping about the fact that they talking about Steve is on the moon, because comic book fans know that old man Steve really does exist. So we sit up there just like this. Whenever they want to bring Cap back, well, I guess we'll have to. Let me keep up on these notes. Hey, Ronnie, Grand Madam in the building. Reed Richards should fix Rhodey's paralysis. I don't know why Wakanda ain't fixed Rhodey's paralysis. And that's what they're getting ready to tell me, is that the Rhodey we've seen ever since Captain America Civil War has been a damn Skrull. Yeah, there's that rumor out there too, that the war machine we've been seeing has not actually been War Machine, but has actually been a Skrull in disguise. There's that talk as well. So when it comes to comic books, listen, it's not a matter of, if you want to call it comic book superhero movie fatigue, the fatigue is we tired of y'all getting these damn storylines wrong. That's exactly what that is. And the sooner y'all can figure that out, the better off we will all be. I want to make sure I keep these topics going right along. I definitely appreciate y'all for rocking with me. Definitely. We're going to keep the party going. So what y'all came here for? We're going to get into it. This is what this show was all about. I thank y'all so much for being so patient with me and doing it for the day. We're going to talk about Eve Ewing's Black Panther, first issue. Upon further review, I've been reading some comments and everything like that. Wakanda ain't fixed, no black heroes, nothing like what the hell. You're not wrong, Ray. I'm gonna say, Gray, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. So, upon further review, issue number 1, and I know some people had, everybody has an opinion, and I'm not here to say my opinion is right or wrong. I'm just going to give you my impressions of the issue after further review. I did the comic book review. I thank y'all so much for rocking with that and everything like that. I know some people have a issue initially with burning T'Chaka and the financial situation that it finds itself in. What financial situation? Like, I want to go ahead and address that first. What financial situation? Wakanda is a nation, and there are many cities in a nation. Not every city, realistically speaking, is doing as well as the next city. Some cities aren't going to do as well as the next one. I think we talk about Mississippi being the poorest state in the union, in the country. So there's that in there. But one of the things that she points out, and she did to me, is the nuances to me. And I know being excited to have the issue in your hand, you might read it once or twice and everything like that. But MCU Wakanda is a Goodwill version. Yeah, Goodwill. But I'm gonna stay with the comic books though. So in the comic, she alludes to the fact that when it comes to burning T'Chaka versus the Golden City or burning Azania, burning Azuri, whatever. I want to make sure I get it right. But when it comes to that, one is a city of want and another one is a city of need. In burning T'Chaka, they have everything they need. They don't have wants in burning T'Chaka. I'm gonna say they don't have needs in burning T'Chaka. Everything that they need, they have. She spoke on it, or at least T'Challa did. He spoke on it. He said, but even those that have everything they need want more. What about the young man who snatched the purse? He didn't snatch the purse because he didn't have a roof over his head. He didn't snatch the purse because he didn't have clothes on his body. He didn't snatch the purse because he didn't have any food. He snatched the purse to earn points so he could get a boat. That's a want. That's a want. A boat is a want. It's a want. That's not a need. So in the grand scheme of things, it's gonna be one city in Wakanda that ain't doing as bad as the rest of them. And in this city that ain't doing as bad, that ain't doing as well as the rest of the cities, they not needing for anything. Like, can we think about that for a second? They don't need anything in burning T'Chaka. They not going hungry. They not unemployed. They got ain't nobody homeless. That's not what the problem is. So hey man, they having financial issues in burning T'Chaka. It's states, cities in America that's supposed to be the best city in America that ain't got it as good as burning T'Chaka. That's just so. I want to put that in, like, they're not doing that. It's bad on Wakandan terms. It's not bad. I can't even think about what that's like over there. Like, because first of all, I would have to experience that here in America. It is not like that. They literally, you stealing. This is a contest to accumulate points. so you can get your boat. That's what I said. It's Swahili. It's a boat associated with Swahili people. My dog trying to get a boat. You got people over here trying to knock you over your head for what you got in your wallet. That ain't what that is. I know it sounds like it. So if that's their problems, like hey, I ain't saying, I'm just saying. So there's that. And that's just me saying, hey, stall it out. But there's more ass whoopings going on. T'Challa handed out more ass whoopings in this one issue. I'm not saying she did it on purpose. Shout out to D-Real and everything. We're not saying she did that on purpose. She wrote that on purpose. But T'Challa whooped more ass in this one issue than we seen him whoop during the other person's 15 issue run. How much ass did T'Challa whoop? Just think about that. He left one dude sleep on the ground. When we seen T'Challa put somebody to sleep, dude knocked out. He snatched up a Hatu Zadaze, drop him on their throat. We saw T'Challa getting, it was Hatu Zadaze putting hands on T'Challa. I think about issue 2 or 3 with the last dude. This issue, T'Challa, like, I ain't got time for none of that. A cybernetic, we got people writing Sam Wilson putting hands on T'Challa. T'Challa got a whole damn cyborg holding his shoulder like, man, damn, dog. So with that, I'm happy to see my dog get the whooping ass again. Like, I ain't seen my dog whoop ass in a minute. Like, so I'm just happy for that. Normally we see T'Challa, well, not normally, but under this whole dude's run, we saw T'Challa looking lumped up. And that was with the technologically advanced suit that he had on. He ain't taking no lumps in this one. He just whooping ass, straight ass. T'Challa got Steve's name on a bulletin board somewhere needing to be scratched off. Listen, I'm of the mindset that based on what she said about the Avengers needing him so bad that they couldn't even keep the moral high ground. I said it on my video. I said it on Chill's video. If anybody that Sam or ass whooping to, I'm not Sam, if anybody that T'Challa or ass whooping to show up in the comic book she's writing, T'Challa gonna whoop their ass. That's coming. Like, they just need to know that's gonna come. Like, no, you gotta run me to one. You gotta run me to one. But even in that scene, and I said this last night, I didn't touch on it because I was like, bear this in mind. For those of us that want to be critical of Eve Ewing, Will Moss is still the editor-in-chief. C.B. Cebulski is still the editor. Like, I put out these comic books and everything like that. I got it with me right here. It's some things, like, I believe in equal energy. Make sure I get this right. C.B. Cebulski is still the editor-in-chief. Will Moss is still the editor. Why does that matter? You want to hold Eve Ewing responsible for one issue. And when I say you, just those that are highly critical of her. Why aren't you as critical of the editor-in-chief and the editor? They were the ones who were around when the last person was writing this book. Anything that person did on that book that you had an issue with, they signed off on it. Where's that disdain for them? Where's that criticism for them? John Diddy Squad Ridley whooped T'Challa pretty bad. Time for the big payback. All day, every day, twice on Sunday. There's a scene in the book where I mentioned earlier where T'Challa is fighting members of the Hatu Zadaze. One of them is a female. Who signed off on that? That came right by. Now, I'm not saying Eve Ewing because she doesn't write it. It's drawn. That's the artwork. Chris Allen. Well, who saw it? Somebody saw it, right? This is when I say, what I meant when I said she's working for people that don't necessarily have this character's best interest at heart. So where does that leave her? We can be highly critical of her, but see, we know. I know who T'Challa is. So I can sit back and say, no, Eve, there are no female members of the Hattusaraze, just like there are no male members of the Doors. That's for a reason. Everybody has their place. Eve, you're not going to give me a male in a kilt as a Dora. So stop forcing a female down my throat as a Hattusaraze. We haven't gotten stories featuring the Hattusaraze like we should since they've existed. I had to say to somebody that even T'Challa has led the Hattusaraze at some point in time. He has. It's been him, it's been T'Chaka, and it's been Hunter. But we don't have those stories, and those stories are there to be told. Those stories are there to build up the world of the Black Panther. Those are legacy stories. We haven't got them. We haven't. There are stories to be told. There's stories to be told in regards to the Doors, who have guarded the throne ever since Nahanda sat on it. Let's stop feeling inclined to mix genders when that's not the story. Don't make the story about the gender. That's part of the problem. As I said last night, and y'all are here, I didn't even mention it in a review. My review last night, I did not mention that who T'Challa beat down, one of them was a female. I didn't mention it because I want to give time for it to be corrected. But just because I didn't mention it didn't mean somebody else wasn't. Just like I saw it, somebody else saw it too. Well, Eve is Eve. She's the writer. There's an editor and an editor-in-chief that she answers to. It's their job to know. It's her job to write. She should know, but she's the writer. But the editor, it is their job to know and push it back. When you get a story that's not right, because it's your job to know the source material, you push it right back to the writer. You get artwork that does not line up with the character, you pass it right back to the artist. This is no different than if an offensive coordinator handed in the plays that they were going to call in their next game to the head coach. It's the head coach's responsibility to say, no, this ain't gonna cut it. Take it back, get it right. Nobody's saying that. So what winds up happening? Hey, Mr. Smith, I saw that I had a problem with the female war dog. What's up, everybody? What's going on? What's going on, D-Real? What's going on? Dora or women, Hattusaraze are men. It's that simple. It is that simple. And we're the comic book fans. We're not the superhero fans. We're not the movie stands. We're the comic book fans. So Eve, what we're saying to you, don't do that. It's not cute. It ain't funny. We understand. We do. But comic book fans, regardless of what they identify as, comic book fans of Black Panther are telling you, don't do that. Don't do that. You got too many more stories left with the Doors and too many more stories left with the War Dogs for you to be doing that. We don't have time for that. We got time for you to uplift this character. We don't have time for you to get caught up in political identity politics. We don't have time for you to get caught up in identity politics. We don't. We don't have time for that. Wakanda is past that. That's the other thing. Wakanda has never had a problem with where their genders line up at. Every male and female is respected. Every sexual preference is respected. Nobody's doing that in-house fighting in Wakanda. Females aren't pressed to be members of the Hattusaraze. Males, whether they identify as members of the LGBTQ or not, are not pressed to be part of the Dora Milaje. They are fine right where they are because they understand the significance of their roles. Will Moss and C.B. Sobolski, it is their job to tell you that. If they're not going to tell you because they don't give a damn, Eve, you ain't got to rely on them. We give a damn and we want you to win. We want you to win. That's the thing that I need under further review. We want you to win. D-Real said it last night. What's going on, D-Real? Happy Father's Day, my brother. The writers are too busy forcing American ideas on Africa. Western ideals, yes. We need you to win. Let me say it one more time. We need you to win. If you win, Eve, this character wins. If the character wins, guess what has just been done for Recast T'Challa? I told somebody today, there's a method to my madness. You get the character right, Marvel has no choice. You get the character right. Now, the dude that came on the hold on. I don't want to tell y'all to go blow his YouTube page up, but make sure I get this right. There was this dude yesterday, and I don't know what his problem. He's called the Blasian Maker 64. Now maybe this is John Ridley, because his the thing that he got, the arbiter that he got is John Ridley, and it says the Blasian Maker 64. That's what it says, and he says this run won't hold a candle to Ridley's masterpiece. That's what he said. The Blasian. Ridley, John, hey. I would go as far to say that it should be considered the definitive Black Panther run. John Ridley's run. You talking about the dude from Esquire magazine? Y'all gonna blow up his YouTube channel though. He ain't got no YouTube video. It might have been John Ridley 64. Is John Ridley hold on? Let me check. When is John Ridley date of birth? Was he born in 64? Was John Ridley born in 64? When was John Ridley born? 1964. I guess that was my dog. John Ridley was born in 1964. It do say, what it say? The Blasian Maker 64. Ooh, I wish I could blow this up. You know what? I wish I could blow it up. Hold on, let me see. Let me see if I can take a self screenshot. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can blow this thing up. I don't know if y'all can see that. I don't know if y'all can see that, but the Blasian Maker 64, he's got John Ridley's face in it. But October 64, thank you. He shouldn't went all the way. John Ridley shouldn't have been in his username. He should have said he wrote that whack comment. What I'll say is this though, because there been some people on social media that you know, that's her first issue. Like that's her first issue of Black Panther. And you gotta as D really alluded to and everything like that, you gotta be fair when it comes to criticism about a person's first issue. You gotta, it's the first issue. It's the first issue. And people are subject to make mistakes on their first issue. That's why I didn't say anything about the Hot Tunes that I didn't, but we here now though. We here now. So I said so. I said, hey, don't think I didn't see it. I saw it. And if I saw it, just because I didn't speak on it, don't mean I didn't see it. And if I saw it, every Black Panther comic book fan, see what I said? Not Black Panther superhero fan. Every Black Panther comic book fan saw it, and regardless of who they are, what they look like, what they identify as, every Black Panther comic book fan had a problem with that. I understand CB Sabolsky and Will Marsh, they not your friends. They will let you turn in anything. You and Chris Allen let you turn in anything and everything. They not gonna stop it till it get too hot. How we know? They did this with the last dude. So what we're saying is we're a source or well of information. You can reach out to us at any time you want to. Know why? Because we want you to win. We want you to have that DJ Khaled. Shout out to my brother from Tallahassee, T-Pain. All I do is win, 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 no matter what. That's all we want. We want you to win. None of us want you to fail. Yes, it's a burner. It's a burner account, probably from John Ridley. Hey, John. Say what you no. You got a problem, John? No, man. Let me stop. I know it. Hey, KD got burner accounts. There are fans of his whack run, though. Blur without fear. You know what? I don't. Okay. The best way I can say it is this. You can tell who's who. You can. You can tell who's who. I only know one way to do it. I'm a brother at the end of the day who learned how to read by reading comic books. I'm a brother at the end of the day who has made a lot of relationships that matter based off the fact that I read comic books. And the stories that we've talked about didn't require me to lie. We were friends because we read comic books. It didn't require that I be part of an agenda or like no. We read comic books, and when we talk comic books, and those conversations spilled over from talking about comic books to talking about superheroes or talking about their roles and everything. We never got caught up in, oh, I would want to write for Marvel one day, but I want to write the stories. I don't want to sell my soul. I don't want to betray these characters. You can tell who's who. The sad part, well, I'm not even going to say sad part. People like that type of stuff. People rock with that. They like that, and they go get that. Hell, I listen to them, but I can just tell. I'm subscribed to them. I'm not even going to act like that. If I'm missing a story run, I need to get caught up on some knowledge and everything like that. I listen to him. I just know where he's coming from. I know when he said what he had to say about T'Challa, I'm going to tell you that T'Challa is a fictional character. I'm not going to tell you that T'Challa did some effed up stuff when I know that, one, he's a fictional character. Two, I know the comics. I know the history of that character. So I can speak on it. But now what I tell you about that character, because it might not line up with the positive vibes and everything like that, I'm subject to not get what he gonna get. Don't care. I want you to know the real about the character. I want you to love this character. I don't want to lie to get you to love the character. So, yes, yeah, definitely. Thank you. What Grace said, still mad about Bobby Drake. I don't know. Watch this. I don't know one X-Men comic book fan who isn't upset about Bobby Drake. See what I just said? One, and it's one of them things like we don't even talk about it because it's like we don't even acknowledge that they tried to do that. We're like, we good. We good. Bobby Drake, the action figure that I have, Iceman, he's a heterosexual male. I have action figures of members that are of the LGBTQ. I'm fine with that. Bobby Drake ain't one of them. I'm gonna tell you. So, we know who they are. That's what I want to say and everything like that. We know who they are. I don't get caught up in it because at the end of the day, it's about no shade to him. I'm just not interested in Marvel. Yes, man. And I think that's and the sad part is this. Just like a celebrity who surrounds themselves with yes people, you're not gonna be successful like that. You're not, because they only gonna tell you what you want to hear. And by and large, whether we talking MCU or comics, Marvel, DC, they done got accustomed to hearing what they want to hear. The people that are interested in buying from you are telling you what's wrong with your product. Why do you think people complaining so bad? You think people complaining so bad because they don't want to spend money? Like, just think about that. Everybody that's complaining about a bad Marvel movie, are they really complaining about a bad Marvel movie because they don't want to watch Marvel movies? Is that why they're complaining? Really? Really? Was it that people were really complaining about killing off T'Challa because they didn't want to see a Black Panther movie? They didn't want to spend money? Is that what they were really complaining about? No. People want to spend money. The people that are complaining about action figures, the fact that you're not putting accessories in them, they're not complaining because they don't want to buy the action figures. They're telling you as a business what you need to do so they can throw their money at you. You the business cutting off your nose and spite your face. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Okay, well shit, you know you better not do. Marvel made Bobby a diversity hire. Facts. Bobby Drake is a lazy storytelling right now. All facts as well. I got a couple of Iceman figures. Go on, tell you, yeah, my brother, you keep them. You keep action figures in tow. I'm trying to get up there with you. Steezer, are they fans of T'Challa or are they fans of the toxic chaos of the Ridley run? I don't even know how to answer that because I feel like they same thing. I'm not sure to come over here. Let me see. Find out doing the prequels. Oh, trying to make sure. Yeah, okay. So Kamoyo, you were asking Steezel, are the fans of T'Challa, are they fans of T'Challa or are they fans of Toxic Chaos of the Ridley run? See, I don't know because Ridley just came on board, what 2020, 2021 and everything like that. I'm of the mindset that this was before his run. Transformers, the movie, found out the hard way when they killed off Prime. Yeah, you don't. It's certain heroes and villains you don't kill off, and comic book fans know it. Superhero fans don't know because they don't necessarily care about the source material. They iffy, and even with that, some superhero fan, I don't. I think I don't. I give Mr. I give Steezel. I'm gonna say Steezel, D Real, Mr. Smith, Grandman Tarot. I give y'all all the credit in the world for knowing what y'all know. I assume that anybody that's a YouTuber that has way more numbers than I do and everything, and they call themselves comic book this, comic book that, I assume off the rip, I'm starting to see wrongfully so, I assume off the rip, they know more than I do. But I've even seen those cats erroneously quote, and if they say it, that's what that is. That's the sad part. Ain't nobody gonna go back and double check them. I've seen them speak erroneously on T'Challa, and I'll be like, but that's not their guy, though. That's not their guy. So they're prone to be ignorant with it. But should you be if you're going to speak on the character? You'll have people that listen to them, ride with what they say, because it sounds good, then come over here or go over there with D Real and get some of that knowledge and everything like that so they can know about the character they say they love. They say they love the character. You ain't got to do what me and D Real do. But I think it's safe to say me and D Real love us some Black Panther. We love us some T'Challa. Let me get back on these notes. Ridley's run felt like a weird Battle World story from the multiverse. Speed 2 found out when they tried to do the film without Keanu. Yeah, you can't. I saw Speed 2. That was not working. I see you flexing with 4 hot toots up there on the wall of honor. Well, you know, I got 8. I do right by the Doras were my first army bill. I got 8 Doras. I got 8 hot toots that I say. I like I said yesterday, you could say I'm in Wakanda. You could say I'm in Wakanda. You could. I got my Death Legion too. I got Killmonger's Death Legion. Like you don't want them problems. You come on up in if you want to, but it's going down up in here. I got Shooty as the griot. Yeah, we got some size changing, alter body changing abilities going on up here. Yeah, you don't want them. So and the thing is, this is me celebrating. See, watch this. This is me celebrating Eve Ewing Black Panther all month long. We got our picture of Chadwick Boseman. We got our Black Panther action figure, unmasked and everything like that. We got nothing but Black Panther comic books on the wall. What we got? We even got Roxanne Gay book on the wall. We got Roxanne Gay on the book on the wall. World of Wakanda. We got that. We got the crew on the wall and everything like that. We got the crew on the wall, the first issue of the crew. So we showing love. Roxanne, I told you, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna put your 4 issues, well, the 4 covers variants on the wall. And Roxanne, I got you. The Rock With Me Nation is rocking with you. We need you to get this W. We need Queen, we need you to win. If you win, we get an action figure. And if we can get that action figure to T'Challa, oh, good God Almighty, I know. Y'all see me grabbing my pearls? What's her name? What's her name? What's her name? Bias? What's her name? Good God Almighty, Jesus. Besa. Oh, Lord. Did y'all see Besa? Somebody said Aurora still the baddest one. I hear you, but Besa came in looking nice with it. She got the 6-pack abs and everything like that. We need the action figures, basically what I'm saying. Besa. And I could make a really, really vulgar joke considering what they had to say about Besa as far, because it's an animal. Like, let's just go ahead. But I'm gonna leave it right there. Y'all go ahead and Google Besa and everything like that. Beisa. But I need the action figure. So we got the action figure. Chris Allen. Chillmonger made me correct that. So I got to give respect with respect due. Chris Allen, you designed that. So we need the Chris Allen action figure, right? We need that with the removable shield. D-Real, if you're still in here, what we calling that thing on the shoulder? We need that. We need 2 head sculpts. 2 head sculpts, 2. We need the thrice blessed armor. We still ain't got that yet. This would be a perfect time for you to go ahead and give it to us. We're trying to get this wave out and everything like that. We need Besa. We need that. That's 3 action figures. That's 3. You could probably go ahead and throw us in I would say a Can-2 action figure. You can go ahead and give us a Can-2 action figure. If y'all got an idea of some other action figures, we talking 7 to 8. We talking 7 action figures and a builder figure. Paul Drawn, Shield. Thank you so much. This my dude right here. This the celebrity I rock with right here. D-Steez. I'm gonna say D-Real. I rock with him. So yeah, we need that. We need the cauldron. We need that. We need the 2 head sculpt. Like I said, we need the Besa. Hey, Miss Theo, where's John Ridley's run in your house? First of all, I don't even like admitting that John Ridley's run is in my house. And I can't throw it away because it's canon. That's the other thing. Some people I know, people had an issue with where T'Challa was and everything like that. Well, this is our first time really seeing him outside of Wakanda. I'm going to say outside the Golden City. And it's safe to say that if he ain't visiting nowhere outside the Golden City, we really finna act like it ain't crime nowhere else. Now, this would have been the time where once she gets him back in the Golden Palace, just like we had Batman in Gotham City and we had Dick Grayson in Bloodhaven, there should be a hero patrolling Burning T'Chaka. That's what we should have. We don't have that. We should. Why isn't there a hero? Matter of fact, there should be Wakandan heroes in all the cities of Wakanda. That's not Eve's fault, but that is a plot hole. Taku and Venom 2-pack. I like that. Let's get that Taku and Venom 2-pack. Hey, you ready? LGBTQ. Hasbro, you can drop these action figures next June. June is Pride Month. It is. And you can also go ahead and give us the Nahanda action figure. And you can give us the Queen Ramonda action figure. We've been wanting since Black Panther 1. What's wrong with y'all? Why y'all got us waiting over here like this? We've been wanting Ramonda since Black Panther 1. You keep dropping all these damn action figure away, and you won't give us Queen Wonder. Damn it, that's Angela Bassett. Why the hell are we still waiting on Angela Bassett? Because you got to get the action figure body mold right. I get that. My bad. My bad. She a little too thick. You couldn't get that right. I understand it. You got the Tiana Paris action figure, that body mold, the body sculpt for Tiana Paris. There are no more excuses. We need the Queen Ramonda action figure to go with our King T'Chaka. Beat me to it. Be real. Salamander Cruel, Wind Eagle, and the Soul Strength with Demonic Steed. I like that. I don't think they're gonna do. Cause I don't think they would do the Soul Strength. I like that, but I don't think they're gonna do that because there's too many implications with that one. I don't think they're gonna do that one. Hey Miss Theo, where is the run of John Relax Panther comic book in your house? I got it. It's on the floor where it belongs. They better be glad I don't use it for tile, floor tile. Madam Slay and Mute, I like that one. Malice, we need a Malice because they don't love us. Ella, what Chillmonger said, all I want to say is that they don't really care about us. All I want to say is that they don't really care. Mike Ben knew that. Mike knew that a long time ago. Malice and Nightshade, yes, I would like to see that. Malice and Nightshade. Hasbro, see, we want to throw the money at you. See all these people out here want to throw the money at you? It's Black Panther fans want to throw money at you. So here we go. We actually need Bashinga and Mosi. We do. We need Bashinga, Mosi, and the Honda. Nice little 3-pack. Mosi, Bashinga, and the Honda. Now, if you don't want to do them two, and we totally get it, because there are those of us that are already working on it, you ain't got to do that. Thrice Blessed Armor, Chris Allen's Black Panther, Besa, Hunter. That's 4. That's 4. We need 3 more. We got Chris Allen's Black Panther, Thrice Blessed Armor, Hunter, Besa, because we need that female action figure. We need that female action figure. I like Mephisto as a deluxe action figure, or I like Mephisto as a builder figure. Ooh, can we get Mephisto as the builder figure? So we're going to do Mephisto as the builder figure. I like that one. Mephisto as the builder figure, because that's going to guarantee all them action figures move. Yes, I like that one. Mephisto as the builder figure. That's going to guarantee every last one of the action figures move. I need 3 more action figures. We got a 2-pack sitting off to the side. Kind of surprised and Jobu hasn't been added to that comic lore. Can we talk about Njobu for a second? Tell me if y'all like this one. Can we talk about Njobu? I just want to know, can we talk about Njobu? Can we talk about Njobu? Can we talk about Njobu? We talk about Njobu. I need 3 more action figures though. I need 3 more action figures. I need 3 more action figures. Just think about what we got. We got 4. We got Mephisto as the builder figure. I need 3. We need 3 more. 3 more that's going 3 more bangers. We need 3 more bangers. That's guaranteed to fly off the shelf. 3 more bangers. So how I want to do this. Damn, I don't forgot my train of thought. I should have thought about it. But it was a way that I want to do that. It's the way I want to do that. But so we got 4 action figures. We got the Mephisto builder figure. What else we got? Because I'm liking this. Achilles. Let's make Hunter and Achilles a 2-pack. Hunter and Achilles a 2-pack. Oh, wait a minute. Njobu. Okay, so y'all know I ain't never really been a fan of that whole Njobu thing. Y'all know that me in my feelings. That whole Njobu thing had me in my feelings. It did. And y'all know I had Earth 421. Me and D-Real, Diabolical Nerd, we talk about it and everything like that. I never liked the whole Njobu thing. I thought that was unfair to Sion. I really, really did. I thought it was reckless. I thought it was disrespectful to those that came before you. So I said, well, let me disrespect what they did. So, and I'm working on getting it out and everything like that, the video. But on Earth 421, Njobu is the alias for Sion. Sion was doing undercover work in America, and Njobu was his alias. Now, we all know that the Wakanda talent is basically not, you can't detect it. It's got stealth cloaking technology. So Eric looking up in the sky, seeing the Wakandan talent, that's not happening. So the way I wrote this story is that Sion was in America, had a child by an American woman. He was using the alias as in Jobu to work for Claw. He was trying to catch Claw red-handed with the vibranium. What wound up happening, Claw caught on to the situation. He realized what Sion was doing. So he went up to the apartment. And he murdered Sion. Now, Claw would have knowledge of a vibranium technology because he's used to stealing from Wakanda. So Claw would have used a weapon to mimic the murder of Sion by T'Chaka. Eric comes in. He tells Eric that T'Chaka killed his brother. And because Eric is young and used to seeing Sion and Jobu and Claw hang out, he thinks nothing of it. So he's left there seeing his father on the ground with tiger claws in his chest. He doesn't question it, but we can make Eric question it when he's older because he's now a commander in the Navy who's went on top secret missions. And what agency leaves a double agent laying on the ground dead? Eric knows that's not how that goes. So he would be educated that that was not how his father passed away, that was Claw who actually killed his father. And he'll start to feel good about the fact that he killed Claw, except on my Earth, when he thought he killed Claw, he didn't really kill Claw. But that's a story for another day. Well, Grand Madam, my phone is freezing so much I can't keep up. Are you talking to blazing remark on John Really? I was talking about that, Grand Madam, T'Challa's long lost uncle. It could happen. Yes, it should. Well, no, not T'Challa's long lost uncle. I'm not even doing that because I just don't believe how they portrayed him, and I don't want to put Nate Moore's westernized twist and Ryan Coogler's ignorance on a character like Sion. I'm not gonna let that sit where that is, so I can retcon it to the point where it makes sense. So that's what I was looking at doing. That's part of the reason, because my Earth 421 got to make sense, and that had to be reconciled for me, because that was a pissing point for me. Like, that point within Jobu was what had me wanting to put hands on folks. So it's like, as you know, what do trolls say? If you can do it better, do it yourself. You really ain't saying that now. You just threw the gauntlet down like that. All you threw down was a challenge flag when you told me if I think I can do better, do it my damn self. But don't say nothing when I do it better my damn self. So yeah, that's the whole thing. So we're gonna get back on track with Earth 421 and everything like that. We're gonna make it do what it do. Like I said, that has been a whole point of contention. I wasn't able to move past it, kind of like Mr. Ray Smith. Mr. Ray Smith has a point of contention in his heart that he ain't moved beyond yet, that really has Brian Michael Bendis in his crosshairs. And Brian, listen, you got to fix something. Mr. Ray Smith, you might need to reach out to Mr. Ray Smith, find him, and see what you did to upset him. My brother, he's hot and bothered with you, and you got to make that right, because it ain't gonna go right during y'all first initial meeting. But listen, that's my time. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. We had a blast today, as Don Cornelius would say. It's been a stone cold blast. I want to love you. Well, he would say peace. I'm gonna say Zolo. I'm hoping I'm getting that right. That's Zosa for peace. I appreciate y'all for rocking with me and everything like that. Y'all go and holler, enjoy the rest of y'all day. All the fathers out there, go enjoy the children and everything like that. Let's make it do what it do. And I'm gonna holler back at y'all on Wednesday when we do What a Week Was. We are bringing Exile, Wesley Snipes Exile, to y'all. And I got some other stuff I want to bring to y'all too. Peace. I ain't touched the screen this time. I'm learning.